I probably don't need to try very hard to convince you on why you might want to become a wizard. Okay, you think of Dumbledore and Gandalf, and you think of somebody who is fun-loving and calm and whimsical, but also wise and powerful and respected. They're awesome. Journaling will help you to develop some of these magical qualities. This is why people are so high on journaling. This is why they speak so proudly of it and why it is so beneficial. There are so many ways that it can improve your life. You will be able to clear your mind and organize your thoughts. You'll become sharper as your writing skills improve, your speaking skills improve, because you're able to structure more clearly and able to articulate yourself extremely well. It is almost endless how many ways it can help you if you do it right. If you do it like a wizard. So if you want to journal better and you need things to write about and to be able to get the most out of your journal, here's how. Okay, the first thing, treat your journal as an extension of your mind. Okay, you are journaling constantly up here. It's just that all of those things just fade away and they kind of get lost in the madness. Using a journal turns that chaos into clarity. Okay? Ask yourself, what thoughts keep repeating? What keeps occurring? I find myself in periods where certain things are on my mind quite a bit. Those are the things that I make sure that I get out onto the paper. There's also things that slip in there that I want to make sure I don't forget. Your journal is just an extension of your mind where you can really organize everything that's going on up here. Once you have those ideas written down, then you can start to expand on them and think on them more, as opposed to just having them gone. You're able to really reflect on those and expand on them and see where they might lead you. Take what's trapped in your head and let it out onto the page. The second thing, dive into recent experiences, social interactions, solo adventures, anything that's happened to you recently. Recall it, revisit it, write down all of your thoughts on that experience, whatever comes to mind, whatever was going through your head in that moment. When those things come back to you, you're able to reflect, get them out on the page, you'll remember them better, and you'll be able to use those experiences for good. This one here, this is my adventure journal. So every time I do something fun, I go out with people or by myself, I go somewhere and do something exciting, I make sure to write the whole in story format in a way just for myself because I find it fun, and I use this one. So revisit those moments and unpack them. Ask yourself what happened, how did it make you feel, where were you at in that moment, what thoughts were going through your mind, what did you learn from that experience. The third thing that you can do is to reflect on the art that you've consumed recently. So movies, books, paintings, anything. Ask yourselves, what do you remember? How did those things make you feel? Did you think that they were masterful or that there was things wrong with them? What would you have improved? This will help you to get the most out of your experiences with the art that you consume and to really learn as much as you can, to remember as much as you can, to take those thoughts and move them into art of your own. This really, really, really helps in your creative life. The fourth thing that you can do is to analyze your habits and your development with your journal. So ask yourself, what are your goals? Are your habits moving you toward those goals? Be brutally honest with yourself. Ask yourself, what are you doing that's hurting you? What are you doing that's helping you? Understand the process of improvement. Understand self-accountability. Use your journal to help push you toward your goals and stay on the path. The fifth thing that you can do is to flex your creative muscles. Have some fun with your entries. Sometimes break out what-if questions, write first lines for stories that you might write one day, write a future letter to yourself. Think of things that would just be fun and don't overthink it. Just go and use the journal to just embrace that creative side. Let your imagination wander. This is wizardry, not accounting. I've been journaling for a long time. I have my own methods. I'm going to break those down for you in just a second. I just want you to know that these are the things that I have found the most helpful. I also went and did some research for this video. I found some things that other people really found worked for them, and I made sure to incorporate that into this breakdown on what I think makes good journaling habits. So definitely go and write these things down somewhere easy to find in your journal. If you write down, I'll just read this off here, mind as an extension of your mind, experiences, what you've consumed, internal feedback, that whole idea of self-accountability and improvement, and then creativity. If you've got that somewhere where you can refer to it every time you crack open your journal if you need it, then you'll be able to use one of those things and make sure that you've always got something to write. Make sure you're efficient when you've got that journal open. This is the one I'm working on right now. I put almost all of those things that I've been talking about into this one, and I go like daily. So what thoughts have I got? Like, what are the things that were really going on that day for me? And I try and fill out usually a page, but I don't hold myself to that. I try and keep it fairly reasonable, but I have found this so beneficial. So I've used this one as a daily. I've got the pocketbook, this one, and I usually have that in a backpack or something, and it's just super easy in my pocket, whatever. And just like if I have something I don't want to slip away, I make sure to have this. And then this one is for reflecting on adventures, like I explained before. Like I go in here and I talk about all the things that I've been up to. And I even like stick things in them from those. So this is like a postcard from Monton. That's my method. That's how I've been doing it. That's how I've been having fun with it. Those things that that I was talking about before that are really good to write about and to reflect, and how to get the most out of your journal, I think is absolutely crucial. I think those will help you a ton if you're just getting into this, if you don't have your own sort of flow and process yet. I also actually went to the digital oracle, to the magic digital orb for answers. Here are some more prompts just for some ideas that you can have to constantly keep things fresh and keep things new. 3 wins that you had today, a lesson that you learned. A character study. Describe yourself as a character and try and learn as much as you can about that character. A dream dump. Recalling your dreams, which I found there's pretty good creative juices going on because it never makes sense. And I feel like I could just never come up with the things that I dream about while I was awake. A gratitude list. Things that you're super thankful for. An unsent letter. Something you will never send to the person you're writing it to, necessarily, but maybe you feel like you want to say. Maybe it's even to somebody made up or anything like that. A letter you're not going to send, basically. And the last one is a core memory reflection. Go back in your mind and try and find experiences from a while ago and reflect on them. Try and illustrate them as best you can. Reflect on those moments and those memories. Journaling is a great habit, and it is extremely healthy and effective for self-improvement, but it doesn't need to be this strict, serious thing. You can have fun with it. Don't stress about it. Don't feel like everything that needs to go in there needs to be gold. You're just thought dumping. You're just pouring into those pages, and then that'll help organize all the chaos up here. Ease into it and feel yourself drifting closer to the magic. You'll feel it pretty quickly. Okay, this is why so many people are speaking so highly on journaling. It's why you've been hearing it for a very long time, I'm sure. Victory, Swig.